If that one has a pilot, I hope he's getting overtime because this is one heck of a trip. But it is such an amazing piece of footage, and there is, of course, a voice track. It's not very clear.
Not very clear, yeah.
But I would love to have that, enhanced in some way and clarified so that we really could pick up on what, in fact, is being said there. But I'm
right, and also, what is that bar? That had me going for a while. I was trying to figure it out.
I thought at one point it was like an oscilloscope kind of thing. We don't know, also in part because this is obviously second, third, or more generation print. Transmitters. Well, that's a fascinating one. We won't see anything else like that.
Well, Albania is not famous for UFO footage.
In fact, this may be the single entry.
Only someone like Mike Hesseman could get something out of Albania.
Very cheerfully. Okay, back to good old Mexico.
Netzahualcoyotl. Again, a cluster.
Jeez.
Senor Tomás Islas, we've seen him before filming stuff.
The ones in Mexico.
Well, these must be the watchers, That's why we see so many videos by the same guy over and over.
Look at that. Wow.
I went twice to Pine Bush, except that I don't seem to have any luck on these sorties.
They apparently don't like you very much, Antonio.
Sees things except me.
I'd love a little cloud cover here. Okay.
Oh, I think this is the one that they really do like a courtship. I love this
video. And they're moving at very high speeds. We're personifying these and almost giving it lighthearted emotional content, but there does seem to be a very playful quality. Again, we're in the middle, in some parts of the world, of another rash of these so-called rods, as they term them now.
Again, I think it's the same camera effect. You see the how similar it is, although the color is different in this one. But
it may be.
Maybe.
I would love to see if they can give us any other kind of angle or technique that clarifies or shifts that, because here we are seeing something.
Eso es rarísimo. Además no se está moviendo para nada.
It's so ironic that when they close in, we seem to be seeing something with real precise, crystalline, diamond-shaped definition.
It's just a different camera. It's a different diaphragm of the camera or something. Look it up in that UFO video, which I know you have, the one where they mention Ben Waters and Roswell and all that. I believe they do explain it there.
Or
something like that.
But the Central Productions piece from '94, that's an outstanding documentary.
And they do mention the one on the Concorde, which we mentioned earlier, and also this effect. Now, this case I happen to know quite well because I was there. And I interviewed the guy,
Tim Edwards,
right in the same location where this interview.
We were talking about this earlier.
This was a quite famous video when it was, because again, it's a very clear video and it's daytime.
Sure.
And there were many witnesses.
Give us the benefit of a little bit of your own insight. How did Mr. Edwards strike you as a person?
It's a fascinating case because Tim Edwards had a pancake restaurant in Salida, which is at the in the San Luis Valley in Colorado, and he seemed like a totally normal guy. who had never been interested by UFOs or anything. And then he had some, I think, some workers doing some construction in his house. And his father was there too, and his 6-year-old daughter. I believe it was the daughter, the first one that pointed, "Daddy, Daddy, look at this."
Well, look at that damn thing.
So he saw the thing and
grabbed his video
his camera. He got so excited, and this is unfortunate, that rather than or maybe even tell his father or someone else, or
he just stayed with it, didn't yell out, "Come on out"?
It gets worse. He wanted to tell the world, call the TV stations. So he filmed for like, 50 seconds, whatever.
Yeah.
And then he goes inside to speak on the phone and to call the newspaper and the TV station.
Without even, that's almost shocky, that kind of reaction.
Actually, the sighting was like 40 minutes, but because of all these phone conversations and all that, the actual tape is only like 2 minutes and 50. He couldn't wait. He wanted people immediately to. And then this guy, I mean, you know me, I've been years in the field, and yet this guy is about the closest I ever met to the character of Neary in Close Encounters, someone that had the experience and completely changed.
I just want to know what's happening. That wonderful line of Richard Dreyfuss.
And the video is very interesting, and then there was some other witnesses, not in the town of Salida, but in other part of Colorado, but not far from there, who also saw this very cylindrical thing high in the atmosphere. Wow. So obviously there were some people, as usually, try to explain it away as spider webs over the telegraph line, whatever. I mean, there's never a shortage of explanations.
Beauty, though. That was really a memorable one. That's one I hope our watchers here will re-look at again.
But the fact that other people saw it, and the guy was obviously very sincere. I think now maybe he's cooled it off, but for a while he had like this mission. He had to show this. Oh, also interesting that in between he did grab binoculars, and he saw the object with binoculars, and there, according to my interview with him anyway, he could see like windows and everything with the binoculars. Now this is another one that it's controversial, from Ecuador again. Again, I was thinking in those balloons, those paper balloons again.
Yeah, it's pretty sophisticated.